Hello, Universal Studios. My name is Cherie Simon, and I'm extremely excited to present you all a concept for your new Shakespearean film. The play that I think should be adapted into a film is Taming of the Shrew. Taming of the Shrew is a story about a wealthy merchant and his two daughters that are conflict in character traits and ability to relate to other people. People want to marry the younger daughter, however, people don't want anything to do with the older. This leads to a conflict because the father says nobody is marrying my younger daughter until my older daughter is married. So people seek out to try to find a suitor for the older daughter and pretty much make her a loving, caring wife. But throughout the entire movie, character traits are examined and characters are revealed in a way that they weren't seen as before. But picture this: Chicago, in the neighborhood of Little Italy, partially filmed at Al Capone's old house. Black and white mobster movie. Baptista is the kingpin of the mob, and his two daughters are kind of seen as a prize in a way. Well, the younger one is. Maybe not the older, but the younger is. But the black and white themed create the shadows and light to take you back in time, but still giving you a much updated feel from the Elizabethan era that this play was written in. The costumes could be the suits, the zoot suits, and the hats. The furs for the women. Bianca at first will be dressed in white to show her purity and her daintiness, while Catherine will be dressed in black to show the harshness of her character in the beginning, to pretty much give direct visual instructions on how we should view these characters. The props would be the rusty gun to represent the rusty sword that Petruchio had at the wedding, ropes for when Bianca was tied up by Catherine, and wedding decorations from the wedding ceremony. The lighting will be black and white, of course, because it will be a black and white film, but there will be a lot of tense dark lighting to create shadows. There will be filters and bright lights used to create texture and dimension between the characters and the background. Beauty lighting will also be used specifically on the faces of the women, and Catherine's will be seen as kind of murky, but it will clear up throughout the duration of the film, where it'll be opposite for Bianca, so we can see a direct correlation between their inside beauty and the outside as well. For the characters, we have a star lineup. Robert Downey Jr. as Petruchio. He's just gotten off of the Marvel franchise, and he has a huge following that wants to see what he's going to do next. His bad boy, nonchalant attitude that he has in real life and in his movies when he portrayed Iron Man will be great for this character. Scarlett Johansson as Catherine. Her acting prowess is as a strong woman, and she's also off that same Marvel franchise with a huge following. These two as the leads in the film would bring a huge following and huge interest from the beginning when we announced the cast. Emma Watson as Bianca. She's seen as a more docile character in some of the things that she has portrayed in film, and she would be a great fit for the role. Also, she's younger than Scarlett, so it'll be a great visual from the younger and older sister. Zac Efron as Lutencio. He's known for being able to play a romantic in his films when he started in High School Musical and beyond. And no mob themed black and white movie would be complete without Robert De Niro. He has to be in the film, and what greater for him to be the father, Baptista. It goes with his age, he goes with an acting prowess, and he's able to carry out what it takes to be that role and bring it all together. But you could be asking, why this movie? Why now? Taming of the Shrew plays a lot with gender roles and how we see the roles of women and men throughout history. And during the time where we're pushing for gender equality, it'll be great to see how now and then relates to each other. How women have Hello,
progressed,
Universal
how
Studios.
men have
My name
progressed,
is Cherie
and
Simon,
taking a new
and
fresh
I'm extremely
mindset in
excited
the
to
way that
present
we
you all a
see Catherine
concept
in
for
her
your new
actions.
Shakespearean film.
Was her
The
past
play that I
influencing
think should be
how she reacted
adapted
to others,
into
her
a
mother?
film is
What?
Taming
And also, what do
of
we
the
consider
Shrew.
a healthy marriage
Taming of the Shrew
relationship?
is a story about a wealthy merchant and his two daughters,
and
is
that are
obedience
conflict and character
or
traits.
love better.
And
There's a
ability.
lot of things to take into consideration with this